So, what's good, y'all? Today we got basically a brand new installment of Cultural Collision, where today we're doing things a little differently, where hopefully every week we're going to try to get up an episode where it's a different kind of debate type of deal, where we just hang out. Hopefully we don't swing at each other. Because if we do, I'm probably going to lose if we start swinging. But still, like...
That's on Devin.
This stuff's too expensive to start the fight, man.
Yeah, this is too sensitive equipment to use as a weapon, so... But still, just a nice little thing where we could discuss different topics. And I guess we just jump right into the topic of the first episode, right? Which is, who do y'all think is the best hip-hop artist of all time? Do you want to go in a circle, or you want to jump right into it?
I feel like I need to explain a little with mine.
I think we should explain, like, kind of hip-hop, because hip-hop has evolved so much from, in the 60s. It's almost like snapping was hip-hop. But now it's a whole different ball game.
Whole different kinds of production and all that.
I guess before we give our, hip-hop takes, I think we should state whether we're old gens or new gens. Because I'm going to be honest, and I really thought about this, I'm personally a new gen.
I'm more of an old head, personally.
It depends, but more so new gen. Like, my choice is new gen.
I think I'm probably new gen, but I kind of wish I was old gen, but I would have to say I am new gen. I'm very happy to be here, but I feel like I don't listen to too much hip hop. I have in the past, but right now I'm not as much into it as I have been. But I do have some strong opinions.
So basically, I'm the only old head here.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a good diversity.
Which I guess with that, I want to jump into right away who I think it is. And don't judge me for saying this, who's ever watching this. I got some caveats here. OG Kanye. And by OG, I mean at least up to 2016 with The Life of Pablo. But I think what really makes him the GOAT of hip-hop is specifically his first 3 albums and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which might be the most basic milquetoast taste of all time, but that's because it's true.
You know what? Fair.
Dude,
is Kanye old head?
Yeah, I wasn't going to consider Kanye,
I feel like at least
you convinced me to join you, bro. Like,
at least with his first 3 albums, those are definitely old head albums at this point, I feel like.
I felt like old head was more like NWA, that era, like Tupac, Biggie.
What is
I feel like
old
as time
head?
goes on.
What is new head?
yeah, drop in the comments. I guess we should each give some of our favorite Kanye songs from that era.
Can I hop in real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was also going to say Kanye West.
I thought we all stopped listening to Kanye. No,
so here's my thing
never did.
of why I wanted a reason for explanation is obviously Kanye, especially in past years, has done some things that are not excusable in any sense of the imagination. So I kind of wanted to talk about, if you guys are up for it at some point, where do we separate music and art from the artist? Because I do think part of why Kanye West is so talented, me personally, I admire his lyrics. I think that there are also songs that are very, there are some that are just classics. He kind of, especially for, we're all around the same, high school. I don't know, we all kind of know him, and I think that he's very relatable in his songs. But I'm not blind to the fact that as a person, he's Kanye West.
Yeah,
So, I mean, he's his own brand.
That's why I had the caveat.
I feel like a lot of people demarcate whether or not you can listen to someone if they've by a few parameters, if they've passed away, so they're not directly getting the money. Whether or not that goes to an estate or something. Who knows? Whether or not you're pirating the music or directly contributing either through streaming or buying the physical album. But there's also I think how large the controversy is, or how many people are impacted.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'll be on Twitter, and someone will be like, this person is not a good person, and it's what happened? And it's just they hurt my feelings. And it's okay.
Or they say, it's not my job to educate you. You have to figure it out on your own.
Look it up. Quick Google search. That's
people who look like me are really annoying on Twitter.
I do... I just blanked out what I was going to say. Oh, I think right now, and this isn't just music, I think that, but a lot of it's music. Obviously, we're in a time where we're realizing that a lot of our celebrities, no matter who it is, who we have looked up to or since we were children, are actually horrible people. So I do think at some point a conversation needs to be had, because I love Nicki Minaj. Lately, Nicki Minaj has been on my nerves a little bit. But I still love to sing super basic karaoke. I hope to do it next time if I get to that point, but I don't. Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that?
I'd do it.
I would say yeah, and partially like going back to the Twitter point, if you don't read about this stuff and if like let's say you only listen to Kanye, you don't know what's happening with Kanye, it's like yeah, just enjoy Kanye.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what I would do, is just, you know, I'm just gonna listen to the music, man.
So like Schrodinger's scandal, like if we don't look into someone's history, like are we absolved of the listening habits that we have? Because like Charlotte brought up a great point that like I talked with my dad a lot about like celebrity culture and stuff, and how he's like, I feel that like if you're someone who's like an actor or singer, and like even before you get notoriety, there's a certain type of personality of like narcissism, like where it could be a facade, but it's like you go to audition or you go to put things out, and it's like to a certain extent you do want eyes on you. What comes with that? What type of baggage comes with the type of personality that wants to be number one on Billboard, you know?
I feel very passionately that fame, we've seen it for newer people, older people, fame destroys people, I think. I feel very passionately, maybe not everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that, okay, to be Kanye West, that's a certain type of person, right? Like you just said, to have eyes on you and to be willing to do different things to get eyes on you, like...
There's layers to it.
Yeah. And I think that's why some artists are so good, is because they are so in pain. Like one person I always put as Prince. Like, I don't know, I love Prince, but it's like, well, he's an artist. He's an artist. I think a lot of times being a beautiful artist comes with feeling a lot of craziness. I don't know. Don't at me for that, guys. I don't know.
All of this is allegedly. It's opinions based.
It's good conversation to have.
Yeah.
Because other people probably think about it too. Who do we, whatever. Sorry.
Don't cut yourself off. You're good.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I also like the Nicki Minaj shout out, because I was thinking, like, obviously we would probably for the most part think about like hip hop as a male dominated, but Nicki Minaj, I mean, she has hundreds of millions of straight men, you know, rapping about. And I'm not. I'm gonna cut that out. But
First time I've heard Matt say that word.
it's just funny, like. There's no reason why like we should know all those lyrics word for word, but we do.
Yeah. Well,
we do.
It's because of the Queen. So
This
honorable
goes for
mention.
The boys with the booming system, top town AC with the coolest system.
I can't remember.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Whatever she
But
raps about.
also, it's interesting to see like sociology brain. So like when we think of like hip hop, like it's like an anti-establishment genre, like because the world is white supremacist and like institutionalized, that like, you know, like big themes of hip hop is like police brutality and like and other stuff, because I don't know where I'm going with this.
Racial stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
People coming from the ground and making it up to somewhere big. I feel like it's big.
And so it ties into like obviously like hip hop was like many music genres created by Black people. People get confused when. Like, I remember a lot of people were confused, like, Lil Wayne shouted out Trump in, like, 2020, and he was like, I'm voting for Trump. And, like, other people who are subscribing to the conservative, like, grifter movement and being like, but we, and it's, like, I think a lot of people in America, like, because it's so starkly visual, like racial tensions and, like, gender tensions, that, like, we don't consider class to be a huge motivator for someone to throw their morals away to get like you hit a certain echelon and you start understanding why when Trump says he wants to cut taxes for the rich, you're like, well, I don't want my taxes to be higher because I make more. Like I earned that. Like, and it's also like if someone has come from like poverty in their youth, and now that they're super successful, they're like, well, now that they have it, they're like, well, I don't want it to be, you know, taken away. Like, I feel like I've seen that a lot with, like, people in my hometown where it's like, you know, why should I care about politics? I'm going to vote Trump until we're not allowed to vote anymore. This went crazy. Sorry.
No, you're
like,
good.
Not.
Do you feel like part of that is, like we were talking about art versus the artist? Like, art doesn't have to include all of these, you know, all this baggage about your politic party, who you support, you know, your race. It's just, you know, what you create is the product. And as a fan, you can choose to focus on whatever you want to or whatever in the news. But at the end of the day, like I already kind of mentioned, I think you can separate that if you want to. Like, you don't have to tune into all this stuff.
Yeah. Like, maybe if 5 or 6 years ago, if you'd said that opinion, I think I would disagree with it. But now that, like, when did cancel culture become a thing? Like 2014?
No,
Like,
I think when Shane Dawson did some stuff with his cat.
I mean, hey.
Is that the first person that got canceled?
that is the right person, but we do not talk about the cat incident.
no, it's not funny.
On this episode, tune in.
But I think it, like, that's the era of, like, cancel culture. I think being in it and seeing that it doesn't, like, whether or not we disagree on, like, you listen to an artist, I don't listen to an artist. First of all, it's like pennies because we're in a streaming society, but also it's like, being canceled used to mean something. I just say if I really felt like it meant something, because, like, people would just kind of come back a couple years later and they're like, I don't know why people didn't like you. It's just like,
that's why.
That's a good point.
That's a great point.
And I see why that kind of changed a little bit, because I feel like we do have more of a freedom into what we consume in terms of news. We aren't just giving fed what the news on TV says. We can go on our phones, search up a different article, but aside from that, Kanye West, I love that pick, man.
Yes.
What is everybody's
episode, by the way?
What is everybody's favorite Kanye song?
Ooh.
You could even give an honorable mention in your favorite.
Can I do a few?
Try to do it without looking. Do you think
Oh,
you could?
God. Okay.
Off the top of my head,
Okay.
I have a lot of favorites.
I have my favorite off the top of my head.
Off the top of my head, a lot of different favorites, but just I'll offer it straight up right now. Maybe All Falls Down,
Okay, yes.
and
I love
for
that.
honorable mention, because it needs to be mentioned, Through the Wire, because with his jaw wired
was gonna
shut, he
say.
did that.
I love that.
I think We Major is my favorite, mostly because
How does that one go?
Come on, homie, we major.
Okay.
it's got like
Major?
the trumpets,
We Major.
like da, da, da. That one, I caught myself because, like, I try, you know, like, I feel conflicted listening to him and, like, streaming his music. That one seems to slip through sometimes, and I'm about, like, a minute in, and I'm like,
Nice.
you know, like, and so it's just. And that's
At
a
the
good
end of the
song.
day, it is
His
we
music
major.
is
I'm listening and
insane.
I'm learning. I'm listening and learning the lyrics. Oh God.
I was just kind of thinking, like, you guys talking reminded me of a couple, but I think number 3,
Ooh, a top 3.
I'm gonna go "Diamonds from Sierra Leone." Are
Part
you guys
one?
familiar with that song?
The remix or the other one?
I don't know which one it is, to be honest, but
Which one is it? The one that tops up first in the album or second in the album?
is the one with Jay-Z on it? Is that
That's
is that
the
separated?
first one.
Okay,
Okay,
one
the
with Jay-Z on it.
better one. So, all right.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z.
I love that song. Number 2, "Flashing Lights,"
Okay.
and number
Oh, wait,
1,
I don't
"Drive
like this.
Slow, homie."
Drive slow,
homie.
drive slow.
Better pump your brakes and
Ooh,
drive
okay.
slow, homie.
Let's just
That-
turn this into a rap session.
That song always hits different whenever I least expect it. So
All right. Okay. So I was also going to say Through the Wires because, like,
So
when I
good.
first heard that song, I didn't know the backstory. And then one day I was told, and I was like, what?
With his jaw
I
wired
know.
shut.
But I also have to, the one that, like, most reminds me of my high school years, and it's so basic, but I'm going to mention some of the basics because I love them. Bound 2, Just like for me, it's like literally like senior year of high school, like brings me back. I think another basic but needs to be mentioned because I played this song on repeat for like a year. Runaway, obviously.
Nice.
And I always okay.
The classic.
Something wrong.
So good.
And then Famous got me through the man.
Yes.
I can understand how it might. That got me through so many breakups. That's probably like one of my favorites, just for the fact of, I don't know, I like feel like with Kanye I have a lot of memories and like emotions attached to his songs, like everyone I just listed, and they are some basics like Runaway, Bound to, Through the Wire. Also All Falls Down was one of my big ones, like huge
So
ones. But I can attach a feeling and a memory to every single one, and I feel like that's common for Kanye songs, is you guys might be sitting there with your picks and feeling whatever emotion that is. But my top one would probably have to be Famous, just for the fact of Kanye, I couldn't have done that without you.
On Runaway, so my friend, shout out to my friend David, he posted a TikTok video like a year ago of, you know how he does that little like outro in that one live performance after him and Kim break up? And he's like, if this works on you, go call your therapist. And I like commented like dialing, like, and, like it's so good. And it's just my favorite
like,
man manipulator.
What is it, like 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes?
I think so.
So I, every now and then when I'm driving people around, and Devin and Marcus, I like to have them in my car putting on music. Every now and then I'll decide to put it on. I'm like, hey guys, sorry, 10 minutes of Kanye. You all need to feel this emotion with me. Okay, I want to know Devin and Matt's picks, though, unless we want to continue with Kanye. But I feel like we've considered that we all...
Yeah, Kanye, that was a good pull, man. I didn't even think of Kanye in terms of this whole discussion.
I mean, I am really interested
So many
to
good
see
songs.
what you two do.
And even like after 2016, the one song that I'm thinking of is All Mine. I don't know if you guys know that song.
Yep.
That's probably one of my favorite newer Kanye songs. And even some stuff off of Vultures was good.
Yeah.
I
I
like
like
couple here and there.
Ultralight Beam. I forget when that song.
And I will say right here, right now, y'all can quote me. I am not religious. Jesus is King is a good album, though.
Yes, Follow God.
Yeah.
The song. I'm
The
not telling
God.
you to follow God,
the song.
but if you want to
Yes.
follow God, you can. but-
Then you can do that.
The record is non-denominational.
But we will bump Jesus is King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank, whatever you need. Do you guys want me to go now?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I was debating between this artist and MF Doom because I love MF Doom.
Buddy.
I really
Buddy.
that's funny. Did we plan that? No. But I really only listen to like Food off of MF Doom. I feel like I would need to know more of his discography. Like I obviously do enjoy his music, but I'll like go to listen to another one. I'm like, and then I go back to the one that I know the most. But my favorite / the best, I think, is Tyler, the Creator. Speaking of people who do have controversial past, where I think that they could be compared is that, to an extent, I think the severity of impact, but also Tyler, the Creator. He is a rapper, artist, producer, funny guy, but he is a marketing genius. The way that he has turned things around through the composition of his music, like the lyric, like content, but also just like the production quality that it's like. People who are like, wait, he said, what about dolphins? 2012 is crazy.
History will call it one of the greatest PR shifts of all time.
Yeah, yes.
And he's a Vine star, too, which
Yeah.
is like so awesome.
Amazing.
But I have some points. So development of style over time has like kept like beyond controversy. Like just the way that he's evolved has kept people interested. That he's one of the only artists that like I have favorite artists that they put out a new album. It takes me 3 or 4 months before I'm like, okay, I like it. Like even if it's so tonally different, I'm still like save. The lyricism that he has is so good. A specific shout out to one of his songs. Off of Call Me If You Get Lost, Wilshire, the 9-minute like one take like confessional, because if you haven't go listen to it, but also keep this in the background so we get the views and the long-standing time, because I'm about to talk for a long time. The story he tells the same story a few times about how he started developing feelings for his one of his good friends, like girlfriends, and like this is the most like confessional, like it's like stripped down on the track. It's like he's not like self-aggrandizing and like he had in other parts of the song. Like in the first song on that album, it's like I took someone's B word because I'm a bad person, like, and then says that she's worth it. But it ends with like, nah, like I messed up, but it was good, but I messed up. It just felt really human, especially for someone who is so high up, like talking about echelon. Like I think he's like really up there, but it was still very real. He has multiple roles, and he kind of is multi-genre. Like, he talks about in Goblin that, like, listen to the music before you put it in the box. This shit isn't horrorcore. I was censoring myself, and then I forgot. And his impact on culture, I think, is really important, especially with his most recent album, Don't Tap the Glass. He is... We're all freaks, and he's just like, here you go, here's me in black leather, and I'm like, okay. I'm talking for a while. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Do not cut yourself off.
It's a podcast. Okay. We have unlimited time.
Yeah.
Fair. I am talking like I have a gun to my head. I'm sorry.
No.
But the storytelling in his albums, like the lore of the different characters, like the Wolfgang canon. If that was a sleeper cell activation for anyone who was listening to him in like 2014 or so, I'm sorry. And also, call your parents. I don't know. But like the different personas he puts on, like Dr. DT in Goblin, and I think also in Bastard, which I don't listen to a lot because it's on YouTube, and I'm like, Tron Cat, Bunny Hop Salem, especially Wolf, all being at a camp and all these personas coming together is just so cool. And he's the hip hop artist I know the most discography of, so my biases are showing.
I think that's a great pick. I also do like him a lot, but the rundown you just gave was low-key impeccable.
I'm feeling a little bogged right now.
I know, me too. Devin, I don't want to live up to you. But I agree that there's something very human about his music, which I guess is what I like in Kanye too. I think that in hip-hop I don't know, when I was younger, I wasn't so much into it because I felt like, especially, I also was exposed to some drill rap for a while, so I was just, like, turned off from the whole genre for a bit.
That's fair.
Unless, like, Took Her to the O comes on, then I'm, like, going. But, anyways.
Because, like, I feel like that is a problem a lot with, like, the perception of hip-hop to a lot of people who don't listen to it.
Yes.
Where a lot of people, mainly racist people... just think that like it's all about just crime and drugs.
And it's so
like
not.
It's a very introspective genre,
Yes.
which is why I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
Like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. That is a very introspective album.
Yes.
And that's why I think like a lot of his albums are introspective. I'm not saying that this is the only one, but it's why it's one of my favorite albums of his because like how deep it gets into it. Plus it has Runaway on it.
I think that's what I admire most. So I went through that, right? I was just kind of turned off from all rap for a while. I was like, can't do it, whatever. And then I think I started to really, like, I dove back into it. This point in my life where I was like, I can't listen to sad girl music anymore. I need to get myself up. And I literally have a playlist called Life Doesn't Suck, and it is all my, like, rap that I listen to. Yeah, so my playlist, Life Doesn't Suck, I do think it got me through a really hard time of my life just because I would listen to it on repeat. It's all I listened to. I would get too emotional with any other music. But with this stuff, it's like the lyrics are so intricate that I can feel the emotion, but the music has the beat that keeps me going. And I think that's... As someone, like I said, I, for a while, didn't listen to hip-hop. After getting back into it, I'd say, like, as much as I love all music, hip-hop definitely got me out of my life slump at a point. Thank you, Kanye West, and all of you other ones, but especially Kanye West. Kanye, if you see this, thank you.
And if you're seeing this, can you send me like I don't know, $1 million or something?
Yeah,
That'd be real
broke.
nice.
Can you pay for
Kanye,
a college?
You know, I was indirectly disparaging you because by not streaming your music by someone with bipolar disorder? No, I'm not going to make that point because I didn't do those things. Okay.
Yeah, Kanye, you need to get your head in the game, though. Like, be so
Your
for
heart's in the
real.
song, which is
Did
what
he
we love about your
apologize?
albums. But
He did
apologized for, like,
apologize
all his
recently.
wrongdoings.
I don't know if it's a genuine apology. Kanye, don't listen to that. Send me some money. But anyway, I don't know if it's a
he
genuine
might have
apology.
a part of his skull kind of in his brain, which
Yeah.
is crazy. And so I also didn't have that, so I don't know where I was going with the bipolar thing. I just wanted to say something.
I just
about
wanted to relate to Kanye.
All right, but
Matt's
Matt,
turn?
what's your pick?
Okay, so originally, when you first told me about the idea, had my head of like my favorite artists, and I was like, I can't go with my favorites. You know what I mean? And I honestly just thought of this during this conversation. Lil Wayne.
Okay,
Lil
all
Wayne
right.
is my
Okay.
favorite hip hop artist for multiple reasons. Longevity is one of them, and two, bars. When it comes to bars, Lil Wayne is probably like one of my favorite artists of all time. I mean, I would love to recite some, but they're not appropriate for this podcast.
He taught me how to spell lasagna.
Yes.
And, you know.
Like, if you can remember Lil Wayne from when you're a kid, and you still remember him hopping on songs with the newest hip hop artist, which is super cool. And yeah, I think that's a better fit of all time. You know, the other people on my mind was like Future, Juice WRLD, Lil Uzi Vert, and even Drake is like obviously really good, one of my favorites. But in terms of all time, and in terms like Lil Wayne is almost putting a lot of these people on the map.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my pick, Lil Wayne.
Although now I'm curious. You mentioned earlier, what's your top 3 lyricists?
Lyricist. This is gonna be controversial.
Ooh, okay.
Blueface is in the top 3,
Blueface.
and it's for one lyric that I have never forgotten.
Okay.
Kansas City in my blunt, what I'm chiefing, and that changed how I think about lyrics. That changed how I think about lyrics forever.
That's what.
I mean, no, I just heard that. I was like,
There's
dang.
sometimes.
Just like,
Or
there's layers
gotta
to
keep it
this.
technical in case of hacking.
Okay.
Low-key, I'm going to need Matt to pull
You
out
need
some
to,
of
you
this.
need to go on
karaoke.
some Blueface.
Okay, I hear you.
So Blueface is in there for lyricists, which obviously is going to get some flack, but that's okay.
Guys, don't hate on us for any of this. We're all so nice.
Lyricists.
We don't got internet.
Lil Wayne. I'm trying to think of a Lil Wayne bar that's a little bit more appropriate.
Real G's in silence move like lasagna.
Yeah, we'll just say that for now.
Yeah, that is a good one. though.
I don't know if I could think of a third one.
If you
You
can't
guys want
think,
to fire some off?
I was thinking
Kendrick.
I was about to
Kendrick,
say
yeah.
like Kendrick Lamar. MF Doom is one of my favorite lyricists personally.
Honestly, Drake. Drake has some bars.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. Like, my favorite Drake bar of all time is, on the road like Cottonelle. I was made for all of this. You guys know that song?
My favorite Drake bar is they're asking about my bars, but you couldn't get in. That's not real. I was making a joke of him liking younger girls.
No,
What
yeah,
is it?
Drake has some good bars.
What
Do
is
you have
it?
a favorite Drake bar?
Had a girl last week, life goes on, something like that. I'm sorry, guys, I suck.
I don't
can't
really listen to
rap
Drake, so I can't even name
rap
any bars.
Like Matt can. Matt, you can low key like.
Yeah, I'm actually decent at rapping.
I can do a lot of good Nicki Minaj
Freestyling.
raps.
Honkies of the podcast. Is it better to do like I can't even think of a lyric right now. Went to Six Flags, like do you do it, like do you lean into the whiteness, or do you try to emulate the character of the artist but coming off as appropriative?
So okay, I'm gonna go to Nicki Minaj.
I think
'cause
the
she's my
beat
favorite.
makes you.
Do you go
makes
Weird
sing
Al
like-
with it?
Oh, Weird Al Yankovic, we talking?
'Cause sometimes you gotta get like super like on beat, like ba 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 ba. You know what I mean? You
Ba, ba,
can't.
ba, ba.
So.
Oh, I would like to shout out someone. Eminem. I crashed
Yeah.
my car to you. I crashed my car to
Eminem's up there.
Mockingbird, but
It's a good pick.
also I want to shout out someone else because earlier someone said Jay-Z, and for some reason my head went to J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
I love J.
Jermaine.
Cole.
No role models.
What's your guys'
Wet
favorite J. Cole
Dreams.
song?
Maybe Wet Dreams?
Wet Dreams.
That's a good
Is that the
song.
one?
Like,
What's the
I
one?
never did this before.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
that.
classic.
I never
Mine,
did this
I
before.
don't know.
no.
It might just because it's one of the first J. Cole songs I've ever heard. Neighbors.
Okay, yes.
I love that song. I don't want to talk to the president. I just
I
want
got
to talk to the
another.
man. I love that
Kevin's
song.
Heart.
Yep.
So good.
Love Yours. That's
What about
one-
GOMD?
Yep.
I love it.
And I will say,
Yup.
because I am working on an article about J. Cole. I don't know if it's going up, but I'm listening to his whole discography for that article. Dead Presidents 2. That is a banger right there if I've ever heard one.
Can I say something about Eminem? Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem. Devin is trying to cancel Eminem. So,
But I like his music.
My dad and I would talk about it at length about how much. Dad, you're probably not watching this.
I love this story.
So we talked so much junk about Eminem. It'd be like, oh, he sucks. He was dating someone, and I come in from school, and like they're like my dad, when he listens to something on TV, he's like, whether it's an audiobook or Eminem, those are the only 2 times I've seen him hit that post, so I don't know what that means. And I come in, and I was like, what's up with the Eminem? And he looks around really quick, and he goes, I love Eminem. And I was like, I'm going to my room. I couldn't really trust him after that.
But Eminem, like, Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see your sad, like, that's literally what I crashed my car to, because, like, when also, like, I don't know, I guess I'm not a father struggling to make ends meet for his children, but, like...
You could be.
But, like, when I listen to it, I feel like I'm that father. I'm like, God, Haley,
Yeah,
I know you miss me, but, like...
It fits into your issues,
Like
whatever those may be.
Like one of my
Yeah.
favorite parts of at least OG Eminem, I haven't listened to his new stuff, so I don't know if he's still like that, is his storytelling.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, dude, it's
the storytelling in Stan.
Yeah.
Again, that's probably another basic milquetoast song to bring up for Eminem, but it's still
They're popular for a reason.
yeah. Like I really just like enjoy the storytelling that he does in like songs like that. So White Man, I do give you kudos for that one.
I would listen. Confession: I would listen to "I'm Not Afraid" before 6th grade, and like I would listen to it a couple times, kind of dance around, and then I'd walk to school, and I think everyone could just kind of feel the weird.
Yeah.
Like I was looking around, I was like, no one knows.
And Eminem might be more of like a consensual pick from the whole world, just because he did some pop features like Monster. That's probably one of the greatest songs ever.
It was everywhere in like 2014.
Yeah.
Love the Way You Lie is another song that got me through, like, a very hard time. That's on, like, Life Doesn't Suck playlist, because I know that song bar for bar, and I will gladly sing it, rap it, the whole thing, without missing a breath anytime you want.
I can't tell you what it really is.
I can only tell you what it
What it
feels
feels
like.
like.
And right now, there's a steel knife in my windpipe.
I feel like everyone has had an I'm not afraid phase.
I think we all sing.
I think we all sing.
I think we all sing.
Everybody sings, yes.
No, you have to say it. I think we all sing.
I think we all sing.
Is that like a stem or
Yeah,
something?
do it. I think we do it.
Whoa.
I think we all sing like that.
Sorry,
I think we all
loud
sing.
on the thing. It's from Victorious.
It's from an interview.
Well, yeah,
Victoria,
it's not, yeah.
Victoria just I'm doing the I think we all sing to you right now, but like by explaining this, where everyone is complimenting Ariana Grande for singing. It's like Liz Gillies, Ariana, and it just is an unfortunate moment of maybe potential social awkwardness where Victoria just is just kind of like, because I don't think she's being nefarious. I think she's like, no, we all sing. I think we all sing. And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, we do. But it's like memed to boot now because it sounds like.
It's like,
And also me having some.
yes, it's like if Devin were singing. If I was like, yeah, Devin sings all the time. She's so good. And I think we all
Dang.
sing.
So we got 2 Kanye picks. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed.
Tyler, the Creator, Lil Wayne.
And
Man.
some good combo to go with it.
A lot of good commentary.
Yeah, what a good podcast.
Mhm.
So we think for this podcast going forward, it's going to be kind of like a rotating lineup of people.
Mhm.
So who knows who you'll see on Culture Collision?
Should we say who we are? I don't think we did that.
I'll put them on the screen.
Yeah,
I'll
if
put it
you're
out
if you're
you guys
watching
want.
this far,
If you're watching
I
this
don't know
far,
where I'm going
we
with
love you
this,
because
but
we don't
we
think
love
anyone
y'all.
is.
If you're only listening to the audio, the loud overbearing voice is Devin Hogan.
The like nasally
Who keeps
pure
burping.
buffalo. Oh my god, me too. I keep
I'm like,
going over
and I'm
here.
like, oh.
Okay.
just blowing it right in
So-
Matt's direction.
Is it pickle beer?
Any closing thoughts on what was a very successful episode 1? I don't know what
I'm
my
glad with how
expectations
this
were,
is
but I
going.
think it blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
I'd like.
I'm just glad I get to talk about Kanye.
I would like to continue to have the conversation as we keep learning things about different celebrities. I think it's an important one to have when we separate artists from art and not just music, but in day-to-day life. So that's honestly part of what I enjoyed most of this. Also, I think it's kind of cool how, like I said, we all relate to these different artists and their songs for their different reasons. One of my favorite things about hip-hop.
And on that, I wanted to say this earlier, and then we pivoted. It was like staircase regret. That I didn't wear my Che Guevara shirt today because I couldn't find it. So I have a Exit Purgatory covered Pretty Good State University shirts, shout out. But there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. That's a phrase that I remind myself that it's like, all of it is bad. It's hard. Like, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to do the good that you can. With the little illusion of choice that we do have. But if Marcus can have little Kanye as a treat, and I'll bob my head to it.
Go listen to Watch the Throne. New York City, if you listen to me right now, go to any sort of convenience store, any sort of 24-hour store, put your hand in the cash register right now from this moment on. Their money is your money.
But drop in the comments who your favorite hip-hop artist of all time is. Keep that in mind.
And make sure to tune in for the next episode where we're about to talk about what we think the best video game of all time is.
I cannot join in
Y'all
on
gonna
that
see
one.
some gamers on here, and it's going to be fun. So, any closing thoughts? I think that's it, right?
I think we did.
Run up the comments with controversial
Appreciate everyone
things.
for watching, and I appreciate you all for a good conversation.
Actually, one last thing. People in the comments, I want y'all to put in your favorite hip-hop bars of all time.
Yes.
Please put me on to some good music.
But if you say Logic, we won't delete it, but we'll be like,
We will judge you.
If you put Logic next episode, I will
If you
specifically
hate
call
on
you
Logic
out.
in the comments, we're going to delete your comments.
All right, but now, catch y'all next time.
bye.
Bye.